Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be doing the Warhammer Titan versus the Attack Titan. So it is a landscape orientation page. Use a pencil, definitely. This is not an easy drawing. The versus one's two characters, you know, facing each other, so a bit tricky. Definitely pencil and eraser. And hit pause when I move my hand if I go too fast, right? So we're going to start over here on the left hand side with the Attack Titan. We're going to start with his nose, right? So we basically, for the Attack Titan's nose, we start, center point of my page is just about here. And we'll do his nose, and we'll just go diagonal down at first. And then we'll kind of bring it in. And then we'll go up that way. So he's kind of got this pointy sort of nose, right? And then his nostril, yeah, his nostril sort of comes in around here. And then the side of the nostril will go diagonal here and into there, right? So his nose is real crooked on the top, right? So it's going to go sort of in this way. Right, like so. And then we'll bring it sort of out for his brow here. And then the forehead goes up this way. Right, so these areas are roughly the same size, right? So the middle is like here. Okay. So if we know where his brow is, we know where his eyebrow is, right? So we're going to tick an eyebrow, sort of going up this way. I think he does have eyebrows. I've got to make sure about that actually. Does he have an eyebrow? It's in the image I'm drawn from, but I'm not actually sure. Bear with me now. Hopefully I will edit this out, but usually I don't. No, so he doesn't have eyebrows, but he's got this sort of brow-like shape here, right? So it's just sort of no hair on it kind of thing. But there is an eyebrow sort of shape, but there's no hair, right? So then like another sort of brow kind of area coming up this way. So he kind of bald there. I wasn't sure. So then in under here, we've got that sort of dark area around his eyes, right? So it's just like goes down. Underneath his eye, right? So it's all dark black on the inside, and it kind of comes up into his nose just there. And then so then kind of shape for his eye, right? So it goes diagonal back here. This is like the white of his eye now, and then we go down, and then this will go back up, right? And his iris, like he's kind of like looking up, so it like comes down, curves around in there, right? And then all in here is real dark. So sometimes it's done with lines, sometimes it's done with black, but I'll just color it in black for simpleness sake. Okay, right, so we'll go down and do his teeth, right? So coming down, we have top lip. And then we have the start of the teeth, right? So comes down the front here. And then roughly we have like a relatively straight sort of line, right? That runs back towards the back, right? So we go back this way first, right? Like so. And then each of these is a tooth then, so we go up and down. Right, like so. Then we seem to have a bit of a gap, right, there, and then a bit of a step up. So there's like bigger teeth back here, right? So they go sort of in a line back this way. Kind of step up from here, and then tops of them go down like that, and then his mouth sort of opens back here like a big open jaw, and then we'll bring it back down into there. And then we could have like some extra sort of hatching lines just on the edge here, some more lines underneath his eye and his mouth and all that jazz, right? And then maybe it's like some extra lines up here, and then like a line on the bridge of his nose, right? So just extra sort of details, right? So then his bottom teeth. So we start with the big ones. So we go up and down to there, up, across, down to there. Kind of same sort of thing, basically, as the top that's on the bottom. Right, so these big teeth here, and then you sort of step down and you bring this down towards the front, like so. Yeah, and then teeth coming around. So we got like the bottoms of the teeth first. You know, these sorts of gum line areas. And then just bring them up to the top. Like so. Then we got his tongue inside here. Comes down to there. And we can see some of the back teeth inside as well. So, roughly speaking, right? So it kind of goes around the back there, and then it should kind of step up again and then go across and up around roughly. And then all of these are sort of teeth as well. So that's some lines. You can't really see them that too well inside, and because there's like dark sections and hatching and stuff on the inside, so we'll just kind of leave it like something like that. And maybe we can see like the side of his mouth on the other side there. And there's like some hatching for his jaw down here. Then his chin. So his bottom lip comes out here, goes back in. And bring it down, back around. And then we go diagonal up this way. And then we'll bring his jaw up to his ear. And it's kind of like it's a jaggedy sort of jaw. It's not like straight, so it goes up this way first. So we got a couple of bumps here. And then we'll go diagonal that way, changing direction. And then change direction once more up to his ear. And we cut out a line for like his bottom lip. Hatching there, or some shadow on the front. So his ear, so he's got like a big elf-like ear. Comes up like so. We're above his eye now. That's how big the ear is, real big. And this comes down. This goes in behind his hair, so we don't see all of the inside, but we can see a little bit. The line coming down the back. And there's like hatching on the inside for shadow just inside his ear. Okay, so his hair, it's not the easiest in the world, but let's see. Right, so we got it like all flops down from the front. Okay, so we got like up here at the top of his forehead, we've got like an arrow. Let me see. So yeah, there's like pointy part here, right? Coming out like that. And then we have strands of hair that come down across his eye, right? And like, so this hair goes like roughly this way. There's a bit of a gap, and then it comes down like so, and then long strand comes down this way. Goes down there, and then this comes back that way. If you go over any parts, you can erase them or color over them. Right, so then the longer part goes into there. The other part goes out like so. Then another one comes down across his eye. Down across the eye in there. And then we have another one. So this is his forehead here, and then like another real curvy one coming down right across his face. Down this way. And then the inside of it should go back. That. So there's lots of hair now, so, and it's kind of a particular style of hair as well, so take your time. So now this comes down across the sort of front of his nose, spike on the outside, just down to there. We'll bring this back up into here, and this can have lines on the inside as well, but it's mostly in shadow, so you don't see all of it. Like so. And then another spike here, another one sticking out here, back in, then another coming around here. So lots of these pieces of hair sort of sticking off on their own. And then one comes out from the top. So like the general, we'll get like the general shape of the top of his head in first, I guess. So like this goes this way. Up and down like so, right? Back like that. Then another one. Another line here. So this is like the top of his skull. And this can have like lines that go sort of a bit longer that way. And then there's like a real big hair section going back this way, back in, and then another one comes out from here, back in, not as far, and then this one will go in and down, back around into there. And then hair flows back that way off the page, right? So then the hair on the bottom that kind of comes out from his ear, right? So we kind of bring it out just like here. Right, so then another one comes down this way, another one comes down that way, then another one comes down that way, then another one comes to there, and then we go back that way, back to there, back there, there. There's like lines going this way and like another one inside here. So I'm just sort of adding these sorts of strands of hair just as I see. I should have went behind the ear for that one actually. So I'll just erase that line. And I'll erase some of the lines that we shouldn't see underneath the hair as well. And then just kind of add some more texture coming down this way, going down the back of his head. I think that's the best I can do. So you can add more. There's always more hair. Well, I'm not done. Actually, I thought it was done. There's more up the top here. Goes back down to there. There's one, and then like another strand coming out like here. Okay, nearly done. One more. Oh my god, there's so much hair. Okay, that'll do. That's the best I can do. I hate doing the Attack Titan's hair, I'll be honest. We go for the neck then, right? Comes out from his chin, out for his Adam's apple, there, and then down into there. Right, the back of his neck is kind of in line with his ear, sort of up here. Comes out like, so that joins there, and then the neck will go out here. So neck here, underneath his hair, comes down off the page this way. Like so. And then neck muscle lines coming down to there. Another neck muscle line like here. And then there's like a shadow underneath his chin. Like so. There's like an Adam's apple line there. Some hatching. Like so, and then sort of his collarbone goes off this way towards the shoulder, right? So it like bumps up here, and kind of big shoulder muscles and stuff going up and around that way. And like, so then center of his chest is here, but we got like some extra like neck muscle lines here. Like so. So then, so center of his chest kind of comes down this way, right? Alright, so it goes down to there, and then it goes across and up here, and then his chest muscle will go down beside his shoulder muscle there. You might have like a shoulder muscle line here, and then this has like chest muscle lines, you know, like hatching like this, and like the abs start here. So like chest muscle fibers coming across this way, and like this way. Lots of this stuff. And then the other side of his chest goes down off the page there. Maybe like it starts with an ab or something here. Hatching all inside. Going across, right? So that's like a chest muscle. There. Right. So the other collarbone. So it'll go down and up here, right? And then we'll bring it across that way. It kind of goes into his thumb, right? So we can't really see much of the rest of it. But we can see some of his neck muscle kind of here. And it goes down into there. There might be like some hatching in this area, and then trapezius muscle there. And he's got a hand sticking up here, okay? So we don't go sort of the full way without his other chest muscle just coming down this way, right? And then this will have some chest muscle fibers going across, curving across that shape here, you know, similar to that, right? And then there's a hand here, okay? So say like, so the wrist line kind of here, right? So it'll go curve down there. And the other side here, right? So this is his wrist, and then we have a bump for the wrist bone, this bone here, going up around like so, and then we'll just go diagonal up. Right, and then we're going to have 4 knuckles, well, 3, and then a finger, and then a thumb, right? So we'll go up and down, 3 of them, go up and down diagonally like that first. And then the bottom of the hand, so this sort of W sort of shape comes up like so, right? And he's doing like this kind of a thing, so it's like tricky enough hand pose. It's a real sort of classic, sort of classical sort of thing. Like, so it's like fingers are tough, hands are tough. So really take your time, hit pause, right, when I move my hand. So we'll do the fingers starting up here. So one comes out here, change direction, go down like so, change direction again, go down like so. So you have 3 segments on a finger, 3 knuckles, 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So then the finger, the next one, we'll do the same thing. This one's a bit longer, so it goes down there. And then the third one, we can only kind of see 2 segments because it's, well, roughly 2 or 3. And then this comes around here. So that's like the little finger. And then we'll curve around the top of this finger, bring it up into there, and like back around to here. And you can see like fingernail on top. Same on this. Roughly like that. And then fingernails. And you could have some like knuckle lines and stuff. Line there. And wrist bones. Right, so 2 fingers and then the thumb. 3 fingers, then the thumb and the index. So the thumb sticks out here, goes up to there, like so. And bring it down, around, and then into there. And then they could have like some texture lines like so. And then his index finger, that's kind of hooked over, right? So we'll go up, across, down, down to there. Curve it around the top of the finger, back up into here. There, and then there could be like a fingernail on top, just there, and then some like skin lines and stuff inside. So, right, so then there's like some details here just for like his bicep and things. So like a line going that way, like some hatching. It's coming around, maybe like some hatching inside there, but that's mostly just his arm and his bicep and stuff. And then maybe like a line, some hatching, like so. Right, so that is the Attack Titan. So I'm just going to move across now and we'll start the Warhammer. So let me find him. Where are you? So they're like real close. They're nearly face to face, right? The Warhammer's sort of nose is like right, straight right here, okay? So we'll do that nose, right? So we'll go out like so, diagonal. And then we're going to bring it long, curve it around, because it's got a real flat face, right? So you go sort of down like this, right? And then the top of our head, so we curve it around like so, in there. Okay, and these are roughly the same size again, so this is like halfway, right? So here to here, about the same as there to there. And then, so this is like the eyebrow sort of area. Again, we don't really have an eyebrow, but we do know now that the eye has to be sort of along here, right? Kind of nearly in line with the Attack Titan's eye, maybe a little bit higher up. But we'll just get that general shape in, right? So it goes down, like so, down around to there, and then down like so, right? So this is the gap the Warhammer has in its sort of flesh, right? And then inside here then, right, we have the top eyelid. We'll do that first. So we'll go up and down to there, right? And you could like sort of thicken this up if there was eyelashes and things. And then the bottom eyelid comes down around to here. And then we could have like a line down underneath. And then the iris. So roughly speaking, just like here, sort of an oval, going up, looking across, and then a skinny sort of pupil as well. Right, like so. Then top eyelid, just there. And maybe like a line for starts of the nose, just inside there. And if there is an eyebrow, I don't know if there is, but we'll add maybe just a line there, just in case there is. So then around that, there's like some details for that white part of the mask. You know, just some lines like so. Like it's like the skin is being sort of stretched, right? Now there is straight lines, you know, those white straight lines, but I'll draw in the main shapes first and then we'll come back and do that, right? Right, so we'll just get the skull in. So it's like, it's big round. So we're going all the way back to like here, okay? This is roughly where you want to aim for, back here. So you're like, the eye is like, will fit in like it's a good distance across. It'll like go across once, twice, 3 times even. So here to the back of the eye, once, twice, 3 times, nearly, just about. So you want to just make sure you're going back at least that far. So we'll go around then. All right. Like that. And then the ear will sort of be inside here, right? So I guess we could like get in some of the jaw, right? So the chin we can't really see, but there is some like sort of jaw lines, sort of not major, but sort of like here, and then it comes up side of the face about there. Okay, I'm just done these broken lines because there's those white strips, right? So then the ear is kind of in here, and then you could have some lines on the inside like that. And then we'll do this mouth section now, right? So at the front, right, we've got like this strip of white that goes down the front, okay? Right, and roughly here is where it'll go sort of diagonal, sort of in around for the chin, down that way, okay? Now in here, there's a whole lot of lines, right? But we'll get sort of, I guess, the main parts in first, right? So we'll do that first one. So that first one will go down and join this. And then in here we can see like the nose, roughly, just there. And then the top lip comes out there. Most of this is covered now, so like top lip comes in, bottom lip sticks out, right? So it's, you can't really see much of this. And then maybe we could see like some of the chin just there, okay? And then like the line for the mouth will go roughly like back that way, okay? So then we'll go diagonal down here, sort of these broken gaps, right? So you could draw a straight line if you wanted, but it's kind of a waste of time. We'll just do a broken line because it'll help us get the lines in properly. So this goes down like so. To there. You can use a ruler if you wanted. They're pretty straight lines. They're not like perfectly straight, but you know, if you wanted to get a ruler involved, you could. Goes down like so. Okay. So then, right, so from the back, we have like a neck muscle line that comes down the front here, right? So goes down like that way. Then the back of it comes down like here. So it's like, there's like some hatching underneath there. Kind of joins this part, right? So then the rest of this neck will go down and into the bottom of that. Bit of an Adam's apple maybe, and then just down into there. And then each of these white strips runs down the neck as well, right? So say like over here, right? This one goes into the neck there, this one into the neck there. And we keep going. So we just go down and run in. And eventually they'll all sort of run into the one sort of area down here. So, right, there could be like extra sort of jaw lines, you know, inside there. I'll just erase this line for the lip. Okay, so more details around the back around here. So we got like the starts of the neck, like so, and then the trapezius will go out there, right? And then our Warhammer Titan, I haven't forgot about this eye either, but I'll come back to it, right? I think there's a nostril, should be in there somewhere. But I know the lines are there, but we'll come back, right? We'll get sort of the shoulder done and some more details down here. So at the back of this, we have the shoulder, right? So it'll go out, down like to here. And then we have bicep, down like so. And then, so I think our forearm will go in behind, yeah, goes in behind the attack titan just here. Forearm line kind of comes down this way, and you'll have like another sort of bicep muscle line here, like so. Something up this way. Right. And so then our chest muscle like comes out here, goes back around up to the shoulder, and then like a collarbone in here. Right, and then neck muscle on the other side comes out shoulder down to here, sort of trapezius, real small. Collarbone on the inside, and sort of starts the chest muscle there. You can see some like chest muscle fibers going that way, and then this collarbone starts to go up around and joins those sorts of strips that are on the neck, right? So like stuff in there like so, and then we'll finish these strips on the neck, and then we'll come down and finish the details down here. So let's see. So another one down like so, and then another one down like so. So these are like more pink sort of sections like up here. They're sort of wavy, and they get smaller as we go up. Like so, and then some hatching at the back of the skull here. Like that, right? So let's see. So can we see the back of the arm? So we can see the other wrist, the wrist here. sort of comes down and in, down that way. And then there's sort of like a forearm line down there. And then, so bicep. Yeah, and we can see the tricep just going up that way. With some hatching going up the back. Like some lines going down there, and maybe like some ribs or something here. So, like, it seems the forearm for our Warhammer Titan's going back this way, but you can't really make out anything of it other than like there's like a white pole going up this way, but they're real close together, so you can barely see it, right? The hand, maybe some of the thumb in there. The hand is like way here, and then the pole goes off it that way. But they're real close together, so you don't really have to draw any of that in. But if we wanted to, say, I'm going to guess here, right? That's quite thick, so it'll go back down this way. So this is just sort of that white hammer pole that the Warhammer uses. So it's in behind here, but the attack titan's right up in the face. Yeah, that's roughly everything. And if you want, you can add like debris and stuff, you know, like rocks and, you know, stuff flying like everywhere. You know. But just before we finish then, like there is some lines over the face here, right? And for this, I'm going to use a ruler because they're very small, right? So like tiny little white lines. So I'm going to try and go quite light with these. So as light as I can, but it's quite difficult. So yeah, maybe a different Sharpie. I'm using like a wasted or semi-wasted Sharpie now, so, because they cover a fair amount. Right, like so, and then inside there you're going to have to erase some lines that aren't supposed to be in there. So like, you know, underneath the white parts you shouldn't see. So I'll just do that now. So I think that's the best I can do. That is how to draw the Attack Titan versus the Warhammer Titan. I hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.